Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. Today I'm sharing with you one of our family's favorite recipes, tortilla soup. So this is a plant-based recipe, so it doesn't include any cheese, any animal products, any meat obviously. So if you're trying to cut those things from your diet or you're just trying to have a healthier meal, it includes lots of beans and rice and vegetables, so it's super filling and delicious. It's one of our favorites. So my husband is getting started on cutting up some of the veggies. I'll show you what you need to get started. I'm teaching him how to cook this meal, so he'll be learning along with you guys. Thank you so much for joining today's video, and I hope you click that red subscribe button. So Seth is cutting up some of these sweet mini peppers. We have cilantro, a purple onion, lime, jalapeno, white rice, black beans, and diced tomatoes. So I've doubled the recipe, and you can cut it in half, triple it, whatever works for your family. So while he's cutting up the vegetables, I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil in the pan that I'll cook rice in, and then in the big pot, which is where I'll cook the soup. And so I'm just starting to break up some cilantro for the rice. So a little bit of cilantro will go in the rice and also in the soup itself, and also will serve as a garnish on top. I had a little bit of fresh diced tomato already from making a salad yesterday, but it was like the middle of a big tomato, so a little bit too firm for a salad, but perfect if you're cooking it down in rice or something like that. So I just added that in. So next I'll add in about a handful of red onion into the pan where I'm cooking my rice, along with the cilantro and the olive oil that is already in there. I almost forgot garlic. Garlic definitely needs to go in the soup and a little bit in the rice, because why not, right? So I have so far just my olive oil, tomato, cilantro, and red or purple onion. I'm going to add some garlic powder while I wait for my husband to chop up the garlic for me, and a little bit of cumin as well, which is a must in any type of like tortilla soup or tacos or anything. A little salt and pepper. So I turn that on medium to cook, and while it's starting to cook, I'm just rinsing my rice that I already had measured out. I'm making about 2 cups, seems to be the right amount for my family. So I'll rinse it, and then I'll just kind of put it to the side until I'm ready for it. And then I will continue to saute these for a little bit longer, and then I will start adding stuff to my soup pot. So I put in the peppers first, and while they start to cook a little bit, I will add in the water for the rice. So if I did 2 cups of rice, that means I need 4 cups of water for this particular type of rice. So I'm adding in the water. Sometimes I'll use veggie stock for a little bit more flavor, but I actually am all out of veggie stock, so that's why I'm not using it in either the soup or the rice today. So next up, I'm just cutting up some garlic. My husband had to go tend to the babies, so I am just going to cut up some garlic, put it in with the rice and with the peppers in the soup pot. I really try to clean up as I go as much as possible, so I don't have like a huge mess to clean up at the end. So now I'm just rolling the lime before I cut it, because that gets the most juice out of it, and half of that will go in with the rice to give it some nice flavor, and then half of it will go into the soup pot. My husband's back and cutting up the last few peppers that he didn't quite get to before, so there are no exact amounts here. If we didn't get to those, it would have been totally fine. But yeah, he's gonna finish that up, and we'll add those to the soup. I am about to cut up the jalapeno, which my biggest tip, if you don't already know this, is to wear gloves, because I will tell you that one time I cut a jalapeno and my hands burned for hours, and it just got increasingly worse, and I could not get rid of it no matter what I did. I tried like everything, and I had to wait till the next day, because it's the oils that are actually inside of the jalapeno, so they don't wash off because it's oil, so it soaks into your skin. So pretty interesting, but I take out the flesh and the seeds, and then I just cut them in long strips and then dice them from there and throw them in with the other peppers that are all already sauteing in the bottom of the soup pot. I only use one jalapeno, and it really doesn't make it hot at all. It just adds nice flavor because it's really the flesh and the seeds that have the most spice. And so then I'll just take off the gloves, clean up from that. My water is boiling for my rice, so I'll go ahead and put that in. And before I cover it, I will let it cook for about a minute or two. And I'm just turning up the heat a little bit on my vegetables so that they can start to cook a little bit more. I'll add in some smoked paprika because that is a must for this tortilla soup. I will also add in, of course, some garlic, even though fresh garlic will go in there. I just love garlic, salt, and pepper. And the other half of that lime will also go in there. So I'll squeeze that in, saute that around a little bit more. Checking on my rice, it looks like it's time to cover it up and turn the heat down to low. And then I will kind of stir my veggies, and it looks like they're cooked enough to add in my 2 cans of diced tomatoes. So once I've done that, I will kind of add some water instead of veggie stock. Usually I would use veggie stock just because it has more flavor, but again, I'm out of it, so water will do just fine. I'll do about 8 cups of water. I'll turn the heat up, and then I will also add in my beans. So I will open them up, drain them, rinse them, and I'm doing 2 cans, but I think I'm probably gonna add a 3rd can based on the amount of soup that we have in there. So once I add these in, I will get another can of beans and add those as well.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you...
So I'm actually out of black beans, so I'm gonna add in a can of pinto beans. I don't mind the mix, and neither will the rest of my family, so I'll add in a can of pinto beans. You can mix them, you could just use pinto, you could just use black. You really can kind of change the recipe up however you like it. Sometimes I don't even use peppers in this recipe. Originally when I started making it, I did not. And then I just added that in as like another vegetable in there. And the rice looks like it just needs a little bit longer.
I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day.
So it's time to prep some tortilla chips. You can make your own tortillas in the oven, but we just keep it simple. And since my little guy was wanting some attention around this time, it was the perfect opportunity for him to help. So I try to let him help whenever it's possible. He just loves it. And so crunching up tortilla chips seems like the perfect task for a 2.5-year-old.
What is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
All right, so it looks like now the rice is done, so I will leave the top off and let it cool a little bit before I really mix it up so it doesn't end up getting mushy and all sort of stuck together. Soup is looking really good as well, so I will turn it off and just kind of let it cool down a little bit. And in the meantime, while it's cooling, we will cut up what we need for the toppings. My husband is still working on cilantro. It's kind of tedious. I'm cutting up some avocado. We'll also have some lime so that people can squeeze that on top. It just adds some extra flavor. The avocado adds, again, those healthy fats and obviously flavor. Cilantro just adds like a pretty garnish and also, again, a little bit more flavor.
I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do.
So now it is time to serve 7 servings. So I'll start with the rice. Typically, I like to do this, or my husband likes to do it, because with such a big family and with growing boys, we need to make sure everyone gets a fair amount before people take like a huge amount or go back for seconds. For Jules, my 15-month-old, I really don't give her the liquid for the most part, just to keep it from getting a complete disaster. It's going to be a big mess no matter what, but that helps a little. And here I'm using a measuring cup to pour the liquid over everyone's soup because Sethi broke my ladle and I haven't gotten a new one. And then I'll also add toppings for each person because although I like to give them some choice, I don't like them to be super picky. And the avocado really is important for like those healthy fatty acids. So I like to make sure that they all do get a little bit of that. And of course they want chips on top.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do?
And there it is, tortilla soup for 7. And everyone in my family really loves this soup, so I enjoy making it because everyone is excited to eat it and it is healthy and filling. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Okay guys, that is one of our family's favorite meals, tortilla soup. Let me know in the description box below if you think you'll try this recipe or if you make something similar. If you're not subscribed already, definitely subscribe. We do food videos, homeschool content, big family life. Not sure what Jules is doing over there. I think she's dumping her water in her bowl, so that's fun. If you liked this video, click the like button so that I know you guys are enjoying this food video content here on our channel. And I hope to see you in our next video. Until next time, stay rooted.
You said